Hi everyone, greetings of the day. In few more minutes, we'll be starting our event. Guys, thank you for your patience. In few more minutes, we'll be starting our event. Are you all excited?
Okay.
Just a second. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
No audio, man. No audio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We graciously welcome you all to the most enlightening hours of today, Pennify Exclusive. I am Ramesh Sridevi, is your host for this evening. Innovative brains, do you want to know what exactly Pennify Exclusive is? Yes. Before we talk about anything else, lengthy recorded videos and unattended comments are an old concept now. Why to even try for it when we are acting with advanced technology? Just imagine small but interactive and informative sessions where everyone gets a chance to talk open heartedly. So, sounding good, right? That's what Pennify Exclusive exactly is. Weekly small sessions where you will get to know a person or an organization's lifetime achievements, strategies, and failure models. I guess you all got a lot of info about Pennify Exclusive, right? So, do you want to know who is the speaker for today's evening? Any guesses? Okay, so let me introduce him. With great pleasure, let me welcome the speaker and guest for this evening. We have Shreyansh Jain with us, a second year undergraduate at MIT World Peace University, Pune, an aspiring entrepreneur who has a deep passion for technology and business. He is the founder of Pennify. He also has two YouTube channels and the founder of Genify as well. His achievements and startups list goes on. So I guess you all got a lot of info about Pennify Exclusive and Speaker as well, right? So are you all ready to hear some good sounding motivational words? Yes, right?
So thank you, Ramaya, for inviting me. So let's start today's session. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, next slide. Slide. Yes. So today's session is about Steve Jobs. Like, what is the secret success and what is the secret mantra of Steve Jobs? That's why he is so successful. Next slide. Steve Jobs, the world's most inspiring communicator. So Steve Jobs' communication skills are just amazing, and because of his communication skills and Steve Wozniak techie mind, the garage startup is now called as Apple. And you all know that the Apple is the $1 trillion company now, and the Apple is doing just amazing work in that field. So Steve Jobs is just a minimalistic mindset person. So he just used the minimalistic mindset in all his products and his presentations and all that. Like, you can take an example of that logo only. Like, that Apple logo is just a simple logo, but yet it is just amazing. It is minimalistic, but just amazing logo. Like, one of the best examples of logos in the world. Yeah, next slide. So yeah, you are thinking that what is the secret of behind success of Steve Jobs? So the secret lies in just one line, and hear that properly. That just one line, and the line is: people don't buy what you do it; they buy why you do it. And this is just amazing line. And the Simon Sinek, his colleague only, Steve Jobs' colleague, he explained this line by the golden circle rule. And you saw that this picture of golden circle. So in that, in middle there is why, then how, then what. So this is known as the golden circle. So let's understand what is golden circle basically. So if I have to sell something, or any company have to sell something, so they will apply some common rules, like what their product is and how they make it, and they why should we purchase it. But the Steve Jobs apply just opposite rule. Like, why should you purchase it? He say first why, start from why, then how they make it, and in last he will say that what is the product actually is. So let's understand this amazing golden circle rule. And this is the most important part of the PPT actually, the golden circle rule. And if we apply in our life will be so easy. So let's understand this golden circle rule with a short video. Next slide.
I use
Yeah.
Apple because they're easy to understand and everybody gets it. If Apple were like everyone else, a marketing message from them might sound like this: we make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? Meh. And that's how most of us communicate. That's how most marketing is done. That's how most sales is done. And that's how most of us communicate interpersonally. We say what we do. We say how we're different or how we're better, and we expect some sort of behavior, a purchase, a vote, something like that. Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one?
So this is just an amazing golden circle rule. You can also use it in your startup or your business, or what say your daily work also. This is an amazing rule. Yes. So let's see some learnings from the Steve Jobs. Yeah, next slide. So, first learning is focus on positives. Steve Jobs went through many ups and downs in his life. He was given up by his own biological parents. So that is some big thing for if your parents doesn't want you. So, but he is not depressed. He focus on positives, like what his adoptive parents have. He work on that. He focuses on positive only. So this is the learning that we should focus on positive things. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, second is don't take no for an answer. So Steve Jobs made more than 100 calls in order to find a sponsor for his garage startup, and that is known as Apple at present. But he is famous for being extremely bold and clear on what he wanted. Just be clear. Like, what you want, just be clear. Just be straightforward. You will get that. And if you have not to get that, so you will get the answer that in one line. that sorry, we can't help you. So even your time will not waste, and that same person will not waste. So the person used to avoid direct conversation with him because they knew that he was so logical and so convincing that would be forced to agree on terms they might not even like. So that is the communication skills of Steve Jobs. And he also not just win by communication skills, he is also so logical, he present facts. Like that is just an highlighted point. We should talk when we have facts. If we have facts, then we talk. Then there are maybe 99% chances that you will succeed. So that is a learning, that don't take no for an answer, and be always logical and with facts. Next slide. Yeah, next learning is always take calculated risk. So this is just most important thing, that we should take risk. That is not say that we should not take risk, but the risk should be calculated. Like Steve Jobs was a risk taker, which set him apart from his competitions. But Steve Jobs take risk when he had to develop and market iPhone, when the iPod was their top selling product. Like there are not much difference in iPod and iPhone, so they can easily convert the iPod into iPhone in next variant, like just add the SIM module and all that. But he create new brand like iPhone, but he take that calculated risk. That's why only the iPhone is now amazing, now doing amazing in the market and disrupting the market. So that's why risk taking is just is compulsory, but take calculated risk. Yes, next slide. Yes, fourth is learn from your failures. So this is shocking, very shocking, that in 1984, Apple fired Steve Jobs. Yep, you heard right. Apple fired Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, who founded Apple, and Apple fired Steve Jobs. This is just an shocking fact, but this is fact. He could have chosen that option of feeling depressed about it, but he took it in positive way. And listen this line properly. These lines are directly said by Steve Jobs. So what a positive man! Really salute him. So he said the heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being beginner again. Less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. So see the positiveness of the man. He is kicked out from his company, and he is saying that this is the most creative time of my life. And actually the scientific proven is that when you are free, your mind is more creative. This is actually scientific proven. But see the positiveness of this man, that he is kicked out and he's saying like this is the most creative period of my life. So we should learn from our failures and be positive. Yeah, next slide. And fifth is learn from others. Like he directly not started that Apple the corporation, but he first worked at HP, then worked at Atari, then he gained experience, and then he come to know about the system and all that. Then he implemented all that things in Apple. So this is how we can generally this is how we can do like our in startups and all that. Like we should go in work in 2 to 3 startups, or 2 to 3 businesses, or 2 to 3 jobs like that. Then we should come into the topmost position like that. So learn from others. Next. So this is the far most important point: patience and perseverance. So as we are Gen Z, so we lack with patience, and that is why the reels and shorts all are introducing, because we have very less attention span, and that's why patience is most important at present, because 80% of people don't have patience. And uh, to achieve to achieve big things, or to make the big empires like business empires and like that, we should have the patience. Like we can take an example of some startup. Like that startup is not making money in first month or all that. So he or she can easily quit, like बस हो गया यार, अब मैं मतलब छोड़ रहा हूँ, quit कर रहा हूँ. But नहीं, we should keep doing hard work, because the patience will show you the compound effect. It will not show you the drastic compound effect, but it will show you a compound effect in long way. Like you will not see that compound effect in 1 month or 10 days, but you will see the compound effect in 1 year or 2 year like that, but that compound effect will be drastic. Like after that, after 1 year, that will multiply like into hack into 100, yeah, like that. So that's why patience and perseverance is most. So that are the learning of Steve Jobs, and this these are the learnings we can learn from the great Steve Jobs. And he is a great man, and he lived his very well life. And that is we are using Apple products, and we all know that how important are Apple products in our life as today. So this is Shreyansh Jain signing off.
Thank you very much, Mr. Priyan, for your overwhelming words of motivation. I thank you from bottom of my heart for taking out your valuable time for us. All thanks to your enlightening words that inspired so many people out here. Now, the forum is open for interactive live conversations. Whoever is having some sort of ideas, you are welcome to showcase your ideas and opinions and conversation. Come on, guys. There is a great saying that journey of thousands of miles begins with a single step.
Yeah, we
This
can
might be
learn
your single
so many
step.
things. Like we can learn so many things with Steve Jobs. Like Apple is just a great company, and if you have any doubts, you can also ask and discuss also, because this is a discussion, not a Q&A session. This is a discussion. We can discuss and exchange our thoughts and increase our knowledge. So you can also if you know something more, you can also add that. So open for all, no?
So, okay, Shreyansh, I want to start this discussion. So, we've learned from Steve Jobs that never say no for an answer, right? So, so
Right.
the administrative power depends on person to person. Like now, Tim Cook administrative power is different from Steve Jobs, and his way of managing things is different, right? So, I've got to. We all know about the Tim Cook that he says no for every answer. Like if a discussion between a person is not so good, if he thinks that the discussion is not so good, he'll dismiss him. So what do you think is the difference between Steve Jobs and Tim Cook?
Yeah, like the ways are different, but end product can be same. Like we have both things. Like we one day we discussed the scalable product and not scalable product, but both are profitable in one of our Pennify discussion. So
Yeah,
ways are different. Like LVMH, the LVMH group is now on hype, and they are, I think his owner was the richest man or second richest man in the world now. So the LVMH is not the scalable product company, but in top 10 you will see more scalable type companies like Facebook or like Reliance, like Amazon. They are all scalable, but they are also successful. And LVMH, they are not scalable, but they are limited, but their price is very high and all that. So they are also successful. So the ways can be different. And this session is on Steve Jobs. That's why we are including his qualities. And in future, if we take session on that Tim Cook, then we can include that. Depends on you which you want to take.
yeah. Also, Apple is the only 3 trillion market cap company right now, right?
Con, pardon.
So the app, I think Apple is the only company which is valued at $3 trillion.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct.
So I think only the marketing strategy of Steve Jobs had led the Apple till now. But
Yes.
what do you think the Apple as a company has grown through these years to get at a position so that it is valued now today at $3 trillion?
So what Apple is going in the direction that firstly Apple is a premium brand. Like in earlier days when Steve Jobs is alive, and 5 years later also. So, but now Apple is now evolving like a public brand, like semi-premium, you can say. Like they are also launching SE and all that because they want to capture our like Indian market. Like our Indian market is not so posh market, but we have scale. So now Apple is going to be the scalable company in future. Like you can also see that now the more people have the Apple products nowadays. Like if you go 5 years back, then the Apple is just a luxurious thing. But now this is a luxurious thing, but not that level because the numbers are increased, and this is going to be increased more and more because Apple is going to be the scalable company now. They will focus on that because they are launching SE and all that lower models also.
Yeah, now also because keeping the security thing aside, what is the great thing between Apple and Android? Because we have to
Yeah,
talk on basis of the company, right?
yeah, correct, correct,
So
correct.
why do you think the Apple is only valued at $3 trillion other than any other company? Like any other major phone brands can also be there, right?
So the problem with other brands is that they have like they have their hardware. Maybe like Samsung, they have their chip, but they don't have their own software. That is the Android software. Like they borrowed from Google. They are not.
Mhm.
So the integration was not good. Like if you run any Mac, let's say, if you run any Mac or any Windows laptop, you can easily tell that yeah, this is something good. Like Mac is something good, but the Windows lags that Mac is i3, but Windows is i5. Then also i3 Mac is better than i5 or i7 Windows also.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing I also saw in the Mac. It's
yeah,
pretty
so
fast to open up.
that is shocking fact, you know, कि तुम मतलब i3 पे चला रहे हो and i7 से भी अच्छा है, तो this is shocking fact, and this is all due to because of integration, because they integrated very nicely, because they have their hardware, they have their, now they have their chip also, and they have their software also. So मतलब वो खुद
Yeah.
के राजा हुए, they are the king, वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, like that. That's why. And their marketing trick is also good. Like their ad are so मतलब minimalistic. uh, recently I read the quote of like tweet of that Raj Samani, that simplicity is the new flex. So Apple figured out it 10 years back only, that simplicity is new flex. So you can see the packing of Apple iPhone or all that. They are so simplistic. Like they have only logo, and now other companies also copying that. Firstly, I have recently watched a documentary. So before Samsung and all that, they are very bulky and all that packages, but due to Apple, they are also packing like that minimalistic style. So that's why that is the learning
Yeah,
we
these
can
days
learn.
many other companies are also copying that, right? The Apple is not providing the adapter, charging adapter, and every other phone
Yeah,
brand is also following that thing now.
yeah, there is a joke na, that जो Apple करेगा वही दूसरी company करेगी, like that. But
Yeah, and also the other thing I got from this event or from this presentation is that never be emotional or obsessed with the company you started. Get obsessed with the idea. So
correct,
whenever
correct, correct.
we start a
I
thing
agree
or
with you.
anything, like if there is any technical difficulty or any small difficulty, we get obsessed, right? Like if everything is gone and everything is happened, it's all trash now.
Correct,
So
correct.
I got
Like
this
see,
thing from this
na,
meeting, like
see, App, Steve Jobs started Apple, founded Apple, and he was kicked out from Apple. That is just shocking
yeah.
fact, like so shocking. But yeah, this is a
I
learning
think
for
that's
all.
the only thing happened in the big corporates, right?
Yeah,
Unlike any
yeah.
other company.
Yeah, but what happened, like when we list our company, like when we sold our shares, then company is not ours, like that. So the control is on the hands of like investors, so that's why it will happen.
Yeah.
but
The share
but
of the
he
company
took
will
it,
also decrease, right? When we go thrive you.
yeah, but he took it in positive way, like creative periods. He started next
Yeah,
also, no, next.
mm, and also it is never late to learn anything, right? It's also a good point.
Correct, correct.
So any other
So
things,
anyone,
guys? So we
yes,
have
yes.
a Pennify discussion also going on Telegram every night. So almost every night I will conduct a discussion like it's a chat in a Telegram. On every day we have a different topic. So everyone can join that Pennify Telegram channel for the discussions. Okay. So anyone who want to talk, like who want to share their thoughts or any learnings from this thing.
So Apple has crossed Indian GDP, is it? India
Yeah,
GDP.
yeah, that's the thing we
Yes,
got
yes,
lately,
yes.
right?
That's correct. And that is shows shocking means. Like Apple, just a company crossed the Indian GDP. That is just shocking. But
But
that is
what's
fact.
the thing that Apple is doing? It's a, normal mobile phones and electronic devices, right? So
Like
what's the
what that Apple is doing, that you see na, the LVMH company, that is in expensive segment. So Apple is in that expensive segment of phones, yet they are entering in scalable. So वो वाली कहावत थी ना, दोनों हाथ में लड्डू, तो फिर वो they are acting like that, like they are taking benefit from that side also and this side also, because they worked on brand earlier also, like they built their brand like a premium brand, but now they are also entering in scalable sectors, so easily they are selling their phones like that, I think so.
And what are all the products of Apple, like computers, mobile, and do they have any other products?
Yeah, computer, mobiles, watches, and AirPods. AirPods also
everything is still
so
electronics,
much
right?
money for Apple.
And recently that cleaning cloth,
Yeah, that is just joke.
it is a small
Like
thing, but it is priced so high.
yeah, not worth it, but yeah, you can buy it if you want, just for Apple logo.
So the
Okay,
main
Prashant,
thing is
let's
that
end today.
they are driven by innovation, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, the main thing is innovation. They keep innovating. And I read about the story of Steve Jobs. Like when he was a kid, his father was repairing some cupboard or something like that. So he is doing just a perfect work. Like he is painting in front and backward also. So he said, he asked about the father that why you are painting backward, because no one going to see that, because it is a wall side, no one going to see. So he said that कि do that work कि मतलब किसी को देखना ही नहीं पड़े, like that. So do a work like this, so no one will tell you after that that you are not perfect. So that that saying of his father keep in printed is in mind, and he followed this learning in full Apple episode, like we talked about Apple episode. So he keep in mind that करो work but perfectly करो. That is just amazing. So I think Prashant, we should end today's session.
Okay, Shreyansh.
Shansh, on another thought, I think you should give people a little time to talk also. Aren't you in a little hurry?
No. Sure, you can.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask this that let us look at the Apple products, okay? Every product is very pricey, way pricier
Yes.
than the normal other phones. So that and also when we look at their marketing advertisements, they are very minimal. And let me tell you honestly, if I look at an advertisement, it definitely wouldn't attract me to buy an Apple iPhone. But then it is that status symbol that the Apple has become, I think, is the reason why people are tending to buy it. I mean, like, let us look in our country, the way we look at a person holding an iPhone and the way we look at a person holding Android. And look, I'm being brutally honest. That is the reason why most of the people tend to buy iPhone because they have to make the status symbol. And
Correct.
I don't think the company has anything to do with this. It is purely the spread of word and the perspective of the society that has built this company. So, would you like to say anything of how the company and the CEO, the topic of the discussion today, has been the reason for this high key prices to be still sold with a very bad advertisements?
Yes. So first major thing is Apple doesn't rely on advertisement. That is just cherry on the cake. So the Apple phones basically they build the whole their repo because of their quality. So their quality is just amazing. Like if you buy iPhone today, then your iPhone, if you use it properly like that, simple normal use, then it will work for next 5 to 7 years. Like myself, I am talking about myself. Like I at my home I have one iPhone, and that is of 7 years before. So now it is also working. So that is just the quality of Apple. And if you use of phone of Samsung and all that, that will not work with for 5 to 7 bucks. So they build the quality first. They will supply the quality, then word to mouth will happen. Then like that they build the brand, and they never rely on ads. But nowadays you can see that their ads are improving, and their ads are really amazing. Like recently I saw the ad of AirPods, I think. So AirPods Pro, so that is way better than the before ads. So they are improving because they want to scale, because now Apple is going to be the scalable company.
And also, Harshada, I want to ask a question personally to you. So I think you also own an iPhone, right?
Yes, I do, Prashant.
So when you, at the time of your purchase, what was the motive behind taking iPhone rather than any other Android phone?
Well, I'm also a part of the society. I wanted to show off. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing. And why do you think and what is the reason behind that thing? Like, why is Apple is the only thing to show off? Because it's costly.
Well, I'm like, this is a part out of the subject. Why I would like to answer to this is that, let's say there are some parts of this, like, the lines that we draw in the society, okay? Like, you own this, you cross this line. So, such things are based on the price, and they look up to you in a different way. So when you own this particular thing, you're not among the crowd. You just will grow up a little. I know this has nothing to do with the discussion, but then this is how you're looked upon to. So this obviously becomes a status symbol for you. And I was a teenager when I bought this. This is 8 plus, so you might know this was when we were in our 10th, almost in 2017 or 18. So back then, I was a foolish teenager who wanted to look cool in front of my friends. So I bought it, which I definitely regret right now.
Oh, really, what's the reason? Like, it's totally reliable, right? It's totally stable iPhone.
Yeah, it is
It's been
totally
working for
stable. I
these many
really
years.
like the performance. But then later on, I realized another friend of mine bought a iPhone 11 in my class, and then mine just fell down. The hero went flat. So that is where I realized, no, I don't have to keep up with this.
Yeah, that's definitely a reason. Like every I think every year or every 6 months, Apple will release a new product, right?
Exactly. So that kind of motive I am telling you guys, everyone in this meeting, please don't have it. So the next time Apple releases a new version, someone gets a new iPhone, your iPhone will be just another Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah, definitely. If everyone wants to show up, then don't take it. But according to the product, it's a very good product, I guess, because I've been using the Mac of my friend, and definitely I can say that it's way more far better than any other thing.
Like
Like
this is not,
Windows is never this comparable
yeah,
to Mac.
this is not just for status symbol. Like Apple ecosystem is just amazing. Like no one can beat. Like Google, Windows, no one can beat. Like if I have iPhone and if I have Mac, then I just copy and just paste. Like just I here just copy any text or any link and just paste it in my Mac anywhere, like in Chrome or all that. And if a call came from in my one phone and other phone is also connected with my ID, then that same call came in other phone or in Mac. So the connectivity is just amazing. Like so we the Apple gave us so many functions, but the problem is like many people buy just for show off. So they doesn't explore some features and all that, because Apple is like a pro phone. Like they have so many features if you explore. but many people don't explore, just they buy for status symbol. So it is not just a status symbol, it have many functions also.
In the software too, like I've seen it. Shreyansh, you said that PPTs, it can be converted to PPTs, right? Like
Yes, yes,
the presentation you've given is from Keynote.
yes,
So I've noticed that thing, like the animations are very different from Keynote and PPTs. So I can definitely
yes,
say
it
that
is far better.
software used by Apple is also very much better.
Yeah, that's why they are taking money now. Because they are innovating things. That is the most
Yeah,
important thing.
it's mainly relying on innovation and the marketing strategies. That's it.
Correct, correct. Quality and innovation.
So those are the main pillars of any company.
Yes. Like,
Well, not just being as an angry customer, I do agree with you. People like, their very own voice assistant and their very quick search engine of Safari. And then there are this very useful things of Apple, but the only thing that frustrates me is their price tags everywhere. You turn
yes,
around,
yes.
you have to pay something. That is the only thing that upsets me. But rather than that, they have this very smooth usage. And the way Shreyansh was stressing about the MacBook, it really makes me jealous when I see someone with that because they have this very smooth running. Like it just makes me feel like working more and more on it. I'm talking in layman terms without you software knowledge, so that people like me also can understand.
Yeah, thank you, Harshada, for sharing your views. So, anyone want to talk or discuss things anymore?
I would like to share that strategy of Apple.
Yes.
They just focus on, they want to kill their own products. Like when they show the ad of iPhone 13 Pro, they will just showcase the new options which are not in the iPhone 12 Pro, but they do not compete with Samsung or OnePlus brand.
Yes, yes, yes. Nice point. Nice point highlighted by Munish. That they compare with their products only. They don't compare with
Yeah, yes.
another companies. Yes, this is a point, and we should also implement in our startup or business or anything like in our timetable. We can also like we should compare with ourselves, like what we are doing. Focus on ourselves. That is an amazing point.
So, so the people who are having iPhone 12 Pro, they will be thinking of buying the next generation, that is 13 Pro.
Pardon?
Oh, if you are having 12 Pro at your hand now, which you have bought 1 year ago, they will just
Yes,
showcase the new options are like the,
correct. Like they showcase in
you will
cinematic.
be you will have an idea to buy the 13 Pro, the next new version.
Yes, they use dopamine hit like something like dopamine hit they use like.
Yeah, and the trading option is also a great business, right? So people who are really obsessed with the iPhone products, they want to they will develop a feeling like FOMO, you know that, right? Fear of missing out.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
FOMO.
the trade-in option is a very good business for Apple to release new products too.
Correct.
Because every time they release a new product, they are literally gaining money through selling those products and getting back those old products too with additional money.
Yes, yes. Many people are obsessed with na, like new version. We want new model every.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone want to discuss more?
Yeah. So when you return your old phone, will we get any money, or how will we get the new one?
No, the price is the new product price is way more right compared to the lower version product. So if you take iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 Pro, 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, the price is drastically changed. So when you return that product, you should add some more money to get the new product. So it's also a great thing for Apple. They're getting additional money from you. other than your phone.
Okay, but what will they do with the old phone?
Maybe I too do not.
Might be they'll give it in second sales or somebody.
No, I think Apple won't be doing that second sales.
I think
But
they will
don't know.
their parts like recycle. They will recycle
Yeah,
them.
they'll use the internal parts.
Pardon, they'll use the parts,
Internal hardware.
hardware. Okay.
Yeah, and Apple also promotes this recycling thing, right?
Will that not affect the quality of Apple, the new one?
Yeah, I don't think so because they'll take care of everything before releasing the product, right?
They have many
So
measurement devices, no? They will measure all.
yeah, the hardware from the old phone won't be directly attached to the new phone, but it will go through many changes.
And what I understood about Apple is one good thing is they outsource everything. It is done that only the design they do, and everything is have surrounded by good partners. Am
Yeah,
I right?
because everything can't be done at the only at one place, right? So they'll outsource it. But the every part and every software will go from Apple only.
Pardon, every
Every part and every internal hardware part and every software will go from Apple only. It won't be the take about software. It won't be outsourced like with any other companies. It will be provided by the Apple only. So
okay.
if you take any Android phone, the software will also be taken from another company. Like every different part will be from different companies. Like camera, it will be some Android devices use Sony cameras. Like take my phone, mine is Samsung, but the cameras used are Sony. So a single Android phone contains different parts from different companies, but Apple has it done by only one thing. That is from Apple.
So only the design and software is taken care by Apple.
Yeah. And any other things, guys? Anyone want to talk more about this thing? Okay, then Ramya, you can go with the outlook.
Wow, that was an amazing conversation. We have discussed a lot of info and interacted very well. We discussed many learnings of Steve Jobs, like focus on positives, don't take no for an answer, patience, innovation, and many more. I think it was a very good session. Everything wonderful and painful comes to an end, and sadly, this wonderful evening is one of them. I take this honor of thanking each and everyone present here. My ground team and club members who has helped us at each step and made this event possible, even far from your screens. Thank you everyone. Hope you all stay safe and stay fine. And please stay connected to our official social media platforms to get more info about us and to have a lots of conversation. Thank you all. Good night to everyone.
So it's wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining in, and this is it for today. Thank you for joining in. We'll meet you soon.